say when I was in college, my putting was very inconsistent. And I was for sure not the strength of my game. And my second year on tour, so we're talking 2011 now, I started to work with a putting coach for the first time in my life. His name is Jon Carlsen. I still work with him. He's Norwegian, but he's actually worked for the Swedish Golf Federation for a long time now. And he broke it down so simple for me. He kind of said, okay, we're going to check if you can aim where you're trying to aim, if you can start it on that intended line. If you can do those two things, I do not care what your stroke looks like.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow. Like, it's actually like the stroke doesn't have to look a specific way if I can do those two things. And that just freed me up so much. And then he said, okay, if we can check those two boxes, and he said, we have very simple tools to be able to check those each and every day and just stick to those basics. He said, then all we need to work on is speed and green reading. And that's the way he broke that down. And that really took me from this, inconsistent putter to one of the best putters on tour.
Yeah.
And that was, it just freed me up so much. So, I mean, since I started working with him in 2011, I would say the first 5, 6, 7 years, there's not a day of me playing or practicing where I didn't check my alignment and check my ball start. Like I had 2 simple drills to do it.
What are the drills?
So the checking the alignment, I need someone there, which as a professional golfer, I always have someone there, which is lucky. So it would be, we had just a little plate so I line up to the ball. My caddy will roll the ball away, put this plate up against my putter, and then I take the putter away. We use a string now to see where is this plate aiming, and just check it with a string.
Okay,
I mean, I might do like 3 putts each day, but just to calibrate that alignment. And then for ball start, I've been using the Peltz putting tutor for so many years. Just has these 2 little marbles at the end.
Yeah, I hate that thing. I always hit the right one, always.
Okay, at least you're consistent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I push my putts. Yeah.
So those it will not be a day when you don't see me check those things. And I mean that just gave me so much confidence for so many years. And then people are like, okay, so how do you practice green reading? I mean, that's like what most amateurs like, how do you practice it? And for me, it's like I try to practice as I play. I mean, a lot of just new putts, not standing there hitting the same putt over and over, just to learn to see breaks. And I've always relied heavily on my eyes. I've always called myself a good green reader, where I pick up slopes with my eyes. And it's hard to say, but I mean, as you get older and older, your eyes don't get better. They tend to get worse.
Quickly learning that.
So that's why I started to experiment a bit with aim point just in the last couple of months. And just because, the last 2 years, unfortunately, my putting has not been up to what I'm used to. And that's hard when you have relied on your putting for so many years and it's suddenly not there. It just puts a lot of pressure on the rest of your game. You suddenly feel like you have to hit it so good to make up for what you're suddenly lacking in putting. So I like the aim point so far. It's a simple system where it makes, for me, it's just a quick decision of line, and then you just try to hit a good putt on that line. It's no doubt what I'm seeing with the green read. So that's been kind of fun to try to learn kind of a new system. But even before, I would have green reading matches, very competitive green reading matches with my putting coach. So we have a water level out on the green, and I mean we're doing these green reading matches down to a 1/10 of a degree. So like we'll pick a putt, and we used to pick just like 3 or 4 footers, so they're short, and it's like halfway point to the hole, a quick look, and then we're both guessing. And I was like, okay, I think it's 0.7 degrees right to left, and he was like, oh, I think it's 0.5, and then we put the level down. It's like we do green. I mean, and when I do a lot of that, I just calibrate my eyes and get really sharp at picking up those little slopes. So that's it was really thanks to him keeping the putting very simple and kind of knowing what to look for, and never really working that much on the actual stroke when I can tick those 2 boxes of alignment and ball start.
Yeah.